watching Once Upon a Time. Hello, Oncers! Do you remember when I said first episode probably Labor of Love, which I actually didn't even have a reaction video for, and I'm gonna briefly mention it in the next reaction video, very briefly. I don't even know if you could hear me, but I'm gonna talk about that in another video. Well, today's the day I'm gonna share that story known as the worst 3 days of my life. This is in no way a parody or anything. This is legit the worst 3 days of my life. So it started on a Thursday morning, the day I got my wisdom teeth extracted. So I actually planned the date of my wisdom teeth extraction according to Once Upon a Time. So the day I was going to get wisdom teeth extracted had to be on a Thursday. And so there were like 3 possible openings they had for Thursdays. One was the Thursday, that Thursday that week, which was like that Sunday would have been the 100th episode, which like, no, we're not going to do that. I'm not going to be sick for the 100th episode. The next one, which was going to be Labor of Love, 2nd episode of Underworld Arc, and the next one, which was going to be the 3rd episode, Devil's Due, which was, with Mila, and I'm like, well, I don't want to miss that, because I feel like I'm going to have, a big reaction, because Mila was my least favorite character, so, I gotta be around for that. I gotta be healthy for that. I decided to do the Thursday before Labor of Love aired, which I actually didn't realize until right after I scheduled that my friend's birthday party was on that Saturday. That shows you my priorities. So the Thursday morning I went and got my wisdom extracted. I was put out for this. It was really interesting getting put out because they put a tiny little needle, as small as I've ever seen, into my elbow, and then seriously, I was just counting, trying to count backwards. They didn't tell me to count backwards from 100, but I still kind of did that just mentally. I'm like, am I getting tired? Am I gonna 10 seconds really, that was how fast it kicked in. Less than that actually. Literally I feel like I just blinked and then boom, a half hour passed and they were done. I looked at the clock, was 11:15 and then boom, it's 11:45 and they're all done. I'm like, okay, that was fast. For the next hour I couldn't really walk. I guess that's a side effect, so I need help going. My mom walking me to her car. I didn't know that happened, but I guess, yeah, if you get put to sleep and get your wisdom teeth out, you can't really walk. So that whole Thursday was, I didn't really feel anything here, just was completely numb. Taking the medication they gave me and everything. They gave me 2 different kinds of medication because I can't swallow pills. So they gave me children's ibuprofen and they gave me Tylenol with codeine. Next day for breakfast I had cream of wheat, which is the perfect thing to have because they say you can also have oatmeal, but oatmeal I kind of have to chew. So cream of wheat is really good for when you get your wisdom teeth out. That was a good breakfast food. And then okay, here we go. So it's Friday morning and I decide, what is this? This was March. This is March. I was rewatching Once Upon a Time 5A episodes for some reason. On the episode Birth, the 8th episode of season 5, and I wasn't feeling too good, so I decided maybe I should have some ice cream to cool down, which lasted for a little bit, and then the next episode Bear King came on and wasn't feeling so hot again, so wasn't feeling so hot. Wasn't feeling good, I was feeling very hot. Bear King 9th episode, Red Warrior. I decided, maybe it's time for some more medication, so I have the ibuprofen, and there's 2 doses of it. I have the first dose, and I'm no, very bad idea. It's coming. What? But now everyone who hates Once Upon a Time now can just laugh at that forever. Yep, I got sick watching Once Upon a Time. Guess I can cross that off the list of shows that... Okay, how do I explain it? Shows that I won't get sick while watching. There's only so far one show that if I'm ever feeling sick will help, and that is iCarly. iCarly is the cure, I guess. So yeah, I threw up watching Once Upon a Time, and that's when the worst 3 days of my life began. Literally just the beginning of it. Continued feeling sick for the rest of the day, couldn't hold anything down. Oh, how fun. Spent the next 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, just laying down, taking a lot of naps, trying to hold food down with no success. my mom kept giving me like the worst foods. She kept trying to give me like chicken noodle soup or something. I'm like, I can't chew my food. Why would you give me this? She finally got like mashed potatoes from like a restaurant or something. We can just make mashed potatoes. Just go all fancy and go to a restaurant and get me mashed potatoes. But yeah, that was like the only thing I wanted to eat was just mashed potatoes because it was filling. I missed my friend's birthday party. They got to see Deadpool at like a really fancy movie theater where they have like the couches, the seats, like they serve you food, and I missed it. And I wouldn't even have had to pay. Like her parents paid for the tickets and everything. And I didn't go, which means that ticket went to waste. My bad. So now all of my friends had seen Deadpool and I hadn't. And then came Sunday, and that whole day I knew there wasn't going to be any reaction video. Like, if I even did one, literally my reaction, I was just laying down on the couch watching the show and still not feeling very well. Like, I could have thrown up at any moment. If I tried to do a reaction video, I would have gotten sick for sure, because I would have to like sit up and energy that I just didn't have. And just a pity though. Pity, it's a weird thing, it's a pity. It's sad though, because that really was my favorite episode of 5B. And then Monday morning came, the 4th day, where I wasn't sure if I was going to be well enough to go to school, but I was feeling a little bit better. I went to school, probably shouldn't have. I wasn't feeling good my first class. Like I felt like I was going to pass out. I fell asleep in that class. We had a guest speaker. She probably thought I was being disrespectful. I'm sorry, I was sick. Took a nap, woke up, went to the second class, which was in the same classroom with the same professor. I was like, I feel fine. And my classmates, like, they know I was gonna move me down and stuff. And like after my first class, they're like, I think maybe you should go home. Like, I can't. This second class, we're doing a midterm. I can't. I have to be here. But I did feel a lot better for that second class. The first class, not so much. Probably should have just went to the second class if I would have known. By the 4th day, I was feeling much better. Finally getting some food down. Realizing I probably should have just been living off of smoothies instead because they're cold. And sorry if this story was a little gross for you guys. At least I wasn't descriptive about, you know, what it was anyway. I still really love that episode because Red Warrior. So that concludes the story of the worst 2 days of my life. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Got a couple laughs out of it, out of my pain. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I post videos on Sundays and Fridays. And I will see you next time. Goodbye!